And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Well, hello once again, and thank you very much, the legendary John Bon Jovial, and thank you, listeners, for joining us for another week of music and talk and meeting the indie artists, some of the best indie artists from around the world. We do have quite a gathering today. I know you're going to, I was going to say surprised. Really, it doesn't surprise me that we have some great artists. It is a pleasant surprise, though, to be able to meet them, greet them, and share them with you along with their music. And, here's a sample. A relatively new group. They call themselves High Tropics, and a tune is called Waterfalls.
Waterfall, take you to a distant shore, so you're not alone no more. Destiny, will you get the best of me? I guess we gotta wait and see. Let it go.
There you go. They call themselves High Tropics from Queensland, Australia, as a matter of fact. Big deal over there. That's actually their third single of 2020, and it follows a slew of singles that has their fans in anticipation of their debut album, which will be coming sometime in the not-too-far-distant future. They haven't announced when, but we know there is a new album coming, their debut album. They're considered infectious garage pop by Rolling Stone of Australia, and whatever it is, they've done it successfully. They won what did they win? They got the Queensland Music Awards Song of the Year for one of their previous releases, a tune called Changes, which you can also find online. Check them out. I think if you like that, you're going to like their music, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to get them here on the David Bowers Awards. They call themselves High Tropics, and the song you just heard was Waterfalls. What say you, John Bon Jovial?
I like it. It's got a nice, upbeat, happy sound to it. It's a good song. It's got good commercial potential, I think.
It does. It's a commercial feel. It's infectious. You can't help but get into it. You tap your toe whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
And I like that. As a matter of fact, I would like to have them on the show and chat with them about it. High Tropics from Queensland, Australia, on the David Bowers Awards show, the show where every show is an awards show, because there are so many anyway. We figured, why not? We'll just do every show an award show, and that way everyone who appears on our show is an automatic award winner. And we have a couple of those coming up in just a few minutes. First, we do want to take a moment for our first The David Bowers Award of the Week. And this is kind of it's kind of mixed emotions here. And we're really happy to salute this person, but at the same time, it means this person will be leaving us. And that's a rather sad note. So here is our first The David Bowers Award of the Week. And Mary Perry of Rochester, New York, you get the David Bowers Awards fanfare, the official awards fanfare. And we salute you because Mary Perry, who's an accredited disability representative in Rochester, New York, has for years underwritten the David Bowers Awards show so that we would be carried on WRFZ FM 106.3 in Rochester. And we are so happy and glad to have been able to work with Mary and have her support us so that we could, we could be listened to in Rochester. And we've established a lot of friends up there, including the gang over at the House of Guitars. And we will really miss Mary, but Mary is retiring, and she will no longer be underwriting the show for obvious reasons. And while this is a sad moment for us, we do have to acknowledge that this does leave open the opportunity for someone else to jump in and underwrite the show and get the free credits for it if you'd like, so that we can continue to play for you in Rochester, serve our friends in upstate New York. Rochester Free Radio, for those of you not familiar with it, is a commercial-free radio station playing all independently produced shows. They have music shows, talk shows, all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you, some of the music shows are really eclectic. You've got Armand Rocks, and believe me, he pulls out some great stuff that slipped through the cracks, and many of the tunes he plays hasn't been heard. And you get Steve Litvak's Rock and Roll Rumble, among other things, two highlights there. And, of course, you got Jeff Moulton's oldie shows. It is really something. Free radio. You don't have to listen to a bunch of commercials like me sitting here talking. And you get to listen to the entire show virtually commercial free. So if you are interested in reaching the people of Rochester, being a part of the action and supporting free music, hey, listen, it can be arranged for a lot less than you're probably guessing. If you're even the slightest bit interested, contact us either through rochesterfreeradio.com and say, I'd like to underwrite the David Bowers Awards, or drop me a line at david@TheDavidBowers.com, and I'll be happy to explain the ins and outs for you. And you can decide for yourself if you'd like to become a supporter of the David Bowers Awards and Rochester Free Radio.
David, I have a question on that regarding the underwriting of the program. Is Rochester Free Radio limiting this strictly to local people, or could somebody from outside the area underwrite the show if they wanted to?
Looking at it from a rather sadistic point of view, they'll take anybody's money. But seriously, no, you don't have to be local. You just have to be interested in supporting the arts and supporting free radio anywhere. There are free radio stations throughout the country, and we just happen to have hooked up with one in Rochester, New York, and it's been a very happy relationship.
Well, it's not that we've hooked up with one in Rochester, New York. We hooked up with the best possible radio station that we could have ever dreamed of hooking up with. These guys at WRFZ, they are such a class act, and they do such a good job in serving the community. It's not this cookie cutter, same song over and over and over format like you might hear on iHeartRadio or any of the other large media companies. This is really independent, local radio, and local, and they care. They care locally, and that's the thing I like about them. It's kind of like going back to the radio of the 70s, small town radio of the 70s, where they were everything to everybody.
Before that, 50s and 60s, yes, absolutely. And I want to take this time to send our deepest thanks to Mary Perry, whom we appreciate for her dedication to Rochester Free Radio and to the David Bowers Awards, as well as the people of Rochester. It's been a pleasure to work with you and serve you. And Mary, we wish you all the very best in the next chapter of your life. Our salute to Mary Perry, Rochester, New York. Thank you, Mary. We love you. And we should get moving right along because we've got a couple of great guests we want you to share music and stories of. And our first one is standing by right now. Well, let's hope he's sitting by because he's had to listen to me ramble on here. And here he is, Antwan Jenkins. And, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself here. We have Marlon Montgomery first, and Antwan will be coming along in a few minutes. So here is Marlon Montgomery and Survivor.